everyone, MirageFly here, bringing you another game of Company of Heroes 2, this time between InkyDinky, who will be our Soviet player in itself, and I'm probably going to horribly butcher this, Cyanara, who will be our Commando West player in the north. As for the command, we have Luftwaffe Ground Forces, Breakthrough Doctrine, and Fortifications Doctrine for Cyanara, while InkyDinky is already immediately locked in his shock rifle frontline tactics, given an access to shock troops, AT gun camouflage, incendiary artillery, the KV-8 flame tank, and the IS-2. So far we have nothing out of the unusual, just line infantry being built from both factions, one vote for Cyanara and 2 conscripts for InkyDinky. Engineers securing the cutoff down the south before moving on to munitions. Conscripts are likely going to move on to the field. I've already captured the point behind him. Gave InkyDinky a bit of an income before grabbing this point. You know, Stern Pioneers are moving on to the field in the north. Folks are capping all the points behind them. They're immediately moving for the cutoff. Another Volk squad up. We got sandbags being established. Always good to see sandbags being used for Soviet players when they need. It helps conscripts survive much longer, despite the fact they're not actually that great at range.
Fresh conscripts have arrived. We have the point.
Folks moving into the center VP, going to capture. Conscripts go on the right hand side will likely be moving up toward where the VP may be able to decap the field. They can force off the Stern Pioneers. Seems like they're going toward the point in the open, however, for the additional resource income. Well, the munition and field points have always been important. It's always wise to capture the smaller tactical points, but in the long run, and they'll give you quite a bit. Conscripts engaging Stern Pioneers. Stern Pioneers will likely be forced off. Conscripts doing some damage. Thanks to Stern Pioneers being in the open. But Stern Pioneers will capture munitions in the north. Will be forced to pull back though. They immediately lose a member. The Volk's going for the cutoff. Our conscripts are closing in. Should be able to force this off. And defend the cutoff. Another conscript squad's moving in. This Volk squad should immediately fall back. No, Volk's being used as meat shields for the Stern Pioneers behind them. These conscripts will likely be forced to fall back. Stern Pioneers will start doing a lot of damage at short range. Combat engineers engaging Volks, but more conscripts are moving up. These Volks will be forced away from the cutoff, but reinforcements are arriving. Surprisingly, these Volks aren't taking that much damage. Combat engineers are forced off. Volk squad forced off. Should be able to force away these conscripts with the Stern Pioneers. We do have conscripts using the Volk sandbags that were established. They're not moving on to the VP just yet, however.
Conscripts at our disposal.
Got a medical truck going up.
Squad replenished.
They see a rush to the Panzer headquarters. Since there's nothing really that useful medical truck unless you want to go for the light infantry Geschütz. I think that's how you pronounce it. More conscripts moving up, however. They will be fighting the older Commando West at their truck, so it means a lot of reinforcement. Not deciding to move on to the cutoff yet, instead choosing establish sandbags and try to capture the center. Folks are moving up. I don't think that's a good idea since they will get chewed up by the conscripts, but they'll have to be used as meat shields once again for the Stern Pioneers. This person never moved on to the cutoff though. The cutoff to from their field, but Molotov goes off. No crits. Actually, we do have a crit. These conscripts will be forced off, but they've not before throwing a Molotov. Causes significant health damage, but no model crits. More conscripts moving up. However, they're being fed into the grinder one at a time, so that's not ideal. We do have Molotovs in terms of tech, but we have no structure up. Over Commando West has also gone their medical truck. Forward retreat point being immediately researched. So we had a mine go off. Immediately gives all the Volks. That's just what. Oh, that Cyanara couldn't afford to lose at all. Now he's facing 5 conscripts and 1 combat engineer with 2 Volks and 1... 2 Volks and 1 Sturm Pioneer squad. Sturm Pioneers taking significant damage. You need to get out of there. Going to will probably force these Volks back. Conscripts on the right hand side are capturing munitions. We'll be moving on the field soon enough. We have Panzer Fusiliers in the field. This is going to help compensate for that loss of Volks. They want to get them their G43s to help engage all these conscripts. InkyDinky still isn't moving for the cutoff though. Field's still connected, though it is being decapped by combat engineers. Volks moving up.
Soviet HQ now includes a field hospital.
Conscripts home behind the sandbags, but Volks are on the flank. Conscripts flanking the Volks, however. 2 squads coming up. They're probably stopping and shift fire toward the Sturm Pioneer. Don't want to run into them. Molotov goes off, forcing the Volk squad. Another Molotov goes off. Sturm Pioneer is taking damage. 1 member still in the flames, it seems, and they're not actually taking that much damage. 2 crits though. Panzer Fusiliers look like they got their G43s, but were immediately forced off. Old Commander West is bleeding a lot of manpower trying to defend his cutoff.
This territory is ours.
Still only 4 squads again. 7, I think? No, 6. Cutoff has been decapped by a Soviet player. Molotov goes off. Kills 1 member. Flanker moving in. G43 trying to move on the flank. Conscripts are forced off. Engineers are being forced off. Panzer Fusiliers taking cover behind the sandbags. They may be able to fight these conscripts, but Molotov's going left, denying the cover. Folks need to begin capping, shouldn't be sitting there.
Forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Shift commands are your friend. So I don't think we have any additional mines planted. Just that 1 mine that wiped the Volk squad.
Supply sector
But
under
it did
attack.
force Cyanara. Alright, to get him minesweeper.
Replacements have arrived.
So far, 374 VPs to 495. So it's in a clear lead.
Conscripts can now attack
We're going to
tanks with
slow
AT
fight between
grenades.
green cover at long range. 2 more conscript squads are moving in, however. We'll force these Volks before they can capture the munition point. And we only have munitions for 1 grenade currently. More Panzer Fusiliers are hitting the field though. Well, it's a good choice against conscripts since Panzer Fusiliers are relatively cheap to reinforce and have better veterancy and weapons. I think they have better weapons, though it may be slightly... I've seen it's... Panzer Fusilier rifle is better than conscript rifle at rate, which was worse at short. Conscripts moving up. They can immediately force the Volks out of the house by throwing a Molotov. One's being thrown. And they're capping the field. Conscripts forced off from the center of VP. Commander needs to move out and start clearing territory, but all these conscripts are delaying him. Those are Soviet players locked in, but hasn't used any of his commander abilities yet. He may just be safe for the eyes too. Shotgun will be bad on the Cyanara against the good amount of green cover they can use on their approach. Molotov goes off, and the Fusiliers need to get out there. Well, we got a mortar coming up for the Soviet player. Probably going to be here to bomb the truck.
We are bleeding, comrade.
Sturm Pioneers capping tactical point. We'll encounter these conscripts. I think the conscripts should be able to hold that. But we have engagement still going on in the north. And the Fusiliers are not in cover. Being shot from the flanks. Conscripts did capture the field in the north. Volks coming up to reinforce, but Panzer Fusiliers are losing this engagement. Need to get out of there. Panzer Fusiliers are taking combat engineers, but combat engineers will force them back. Stern Pioneers actually did force away the conscripts, but they were forced off in return at one member. Folks will be able to force away this conscript squad thanks to superior numbers, and the fact the squad is already wounded. He's immediately begin retaking his field.
Okay, that's the last one. We are losing territory.
You have the mortar on the field, though. It could be pushed up a little bit more once the rest of the army reaches here. OKW decapping VP on the right-hand side of the map. Gonna help stop the VP bleed. Mortar is firing, however. Zeroing in on this point. Doesn't hit. We got 3 Panzer Fusiliers squads. That's gonna get there's a lot of anti-infantry firepower. Combat engineers are immediately forced off. More conscripts are moving up. We got a Zis gun also on the field. But we don't have any armor coming up for Cyanara just yet. Doesn't have his Schwer up.
Enemy forces
And the
capturing
Yak
supply
Panther is
sector.
definitely not advisable at this point in the game. Panzer Fusiliers trying to move in on the cutoff. Conscripts still doing significant damage though because they are vet 2. These Panzer Fusiliers will be forced off. Get out of there, can't afford to lose those munitions.
Incendiary
Down
artillery
to 1 man.
barrage ready to fire.
Net could lose this on retreat. Looks like he'll get away though. You know, more engagement. Conscripts need to get out of there. Folks are shooting them to pieces. Gets wiped on retreat.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
First squad wipe. Right for OKW against the Soviets. Mortar is firing. I think it missed though. So far no kills. And Pioneers nice to close in.
Engineer standing by.
Panzer Fusiliers engaging conscripts should be able to win this thanks to superior numbers and the G43. Well, this Vet 2 squad will be forced off. We have Vet 3 Con squad. Folks closing in with the cover. Well, conscripts could still attempt to throw a Molotov. Mortar narrowly misses the squad.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Folks should be able to maybe able to win this. Panzer Fusiliers moving up, forcing away the rest of the Soviet army. I don't think the truck hasn't been established yet, it's just reached the field. We could establish this Schwer Panzer headquarters, or it may actually be no, we have a Jagdpanzer on the way. Probably anticipation for armor, but I'm surprised he's getting it this soon.
The enemy is taking what we
Though he
have
does
secured.
have quite a healthy amount of infantry now that can actually take on the Soviet infantry.
The enemy
And we're
has
still
cut
3
off a
CPs
sector.
away from the IS-2, though a KV-8 could come in and try to ruin everyone's day by burning all the infantry. There is no AT currently, aside from rifle grenades and Panzer Fusiliers. And those aren't exactly reliable against heavy armor. Massive conscripts moving up, but Panzer Fusiliers do get the decap.
This is our sector now. Shock troops have
These
arrived.
Panzer Fusiliers should probably pull back rather than trying to fight it out. Just better than not take command preferably, but we do have a grenade going off, causing significant damage, forces 1 squad away. Our squad attempting to hold.
Aviate
So they're fighting Vet 3 squads, being forced off.
back to Berlin.
The Vet 2 squad's moving up, but needs to get in cover. Popping over the wall. Good.
Ours! It is ours!
Now we do have a decap in the north by the combat engineers going for munitions. The Jagdpanzer has hit the field. Stern Pioneers closing on these conscripts. Should be able to win.
The enemy is
The Stern Pioneers
encroaching
did
on our
take quite a bit
territory.
of damage in return, losing a member. Relatively even trade, but the Stern Pioneers did force away conscripts, but shock troops have now hit the field, forcing these Panzer Fusiliers to relocate. Stern Pioneers moving in. Cause significant damage on these shock troops. Probably need to switch their targets. Storm's immediately forced off. Oh, but they're taking significant damage, losing 2 members on retreat. Panzerfusiliers are now forced off by the shocks.
Okay, that's the last one.
We have a demo charge, however. May see a squad light. Especially since it's right behind the sandbags. And you can probably spot this. Click the button. There we go. Bug squad down due to demo charge. Take the sandbag with it as well. And we still have green cover here. Even if it is directional. Well, non-directional, I mean. Panzerfusiliers are coming back in, moving down the center. Conscripts will be forced off, fighting 2 squads. InkyDinky's retaking his points, though.
We are losing territory.
His units are coming back out of the base, however. Won't counter this Panzerfusilier squad and force it off.
Supply lines have been cut. IS-2 heavy tanks are now available to crush the enemy.
Panzerfusiliers doing work, decapping the center, and cut off. Molotov goes in, Panzerfusiliers forced off. But these Panzerfusiliers here are in good position in green cover.
Supply sector under attack.
Conscripts, again, flanking shots on this squad. But Stern Pioneers are moving out, they'll force them off. KV-8 Flame Tank, however, has hit the field. Despite the fact he just hit 11 CP. Could be emergency reaction. I think it should have bought the IS-2. We would have bought the KV-8 later if we needed to. Conscripts energy moving out. Flamethrower going off. KV-8 should probably just keep moving rather than stalling, since it suffers no accuracy penalties on move. Simply thanks to the high accuracy of flamethrowers in general. It will force away all this infantry, however. Jagdpanzer does have a target that hasn't moved up yet. Not really a good map for fixed gun tank destroyers, simply because it's so crowded with all these buildings and trees. But Jagdpanzer is relocating down into the southern front. Panzerfusiliers engaging conscripts. Both units are in cover. Alright, KV-8 is coming up. This mortar really hasn't done much at all. With that RNG. Jagdpanzer caused a good hit, but significant damage on Panzerfusilier squad. There was 3 members. Bounce off to KV-8. I still think the IS-2 would have been a better idea. Give him anti-tank power. Along with... And IS-2's not that bad against infantry. He still gets its Dishka. But he definitely sets him back by quite a bit. Stern Pioneers moving in. We'll force these conscripts off. Conscripts do take a member. Conscripts should probably pull back though, before it becomes not a cost-effective trade. Each Stern Pioneer is worth 40, each conscript's worth 20, so even trade there. Conscripts engaging these folks. Conscripts should be able to win this at this range. And the fact the squad has a Panzer Shrek. Molotov going off. Squad's forced off. Meanwhile, more Panzerfusiliers moving up, but we may see a demo go off.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
We may see another squad wipe.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Another Panzerfusilier squad down due to demo charges. Infantry fight. And the Jagdpanzer hits a mine, but there's no AT to currently follow up. AT guns moving in position now. KV-8 should probably try to move to the flank rather than just sitting there absorbing shots. You do not want to give the Jagdpanzer vet. It gets a lot stronger. You want to just vet it up. Shock troops moving up. Stern Pioneers will get this tank back in action quickly, however. Going to focus on the conscripts first. Shocks are probably going to force out. They can't fight 2 squads at once. Molotov goes off. Stern Pioneers down the fleet. AT gun fires, bounces off. Jagdpanzer should probably back up. Conscripts capturing the field in the north. Setting up more sandbags for defensive purposes. We have a Riketan on the field. German Pioneers, how are Vet 4? No. Part of another contribution of that, but AT grenade may go off, but the squad's getting burned horribly. Easy down there. Engine damage though. Should probably just keep pulling up. Pulling out, I mean. Captain could get this. KV8 gets just out range. We'll need his engineers to immediately start fixing this vehicle. This gun barrage forces a Riketan out of the building. House collapses. More Panzer Fusiliers hitting the field. Air Panzer fire. Managed to snipe the guy, it seems.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Those attacking the field north. Conscript being forced back. So far, no other trucks have hit the field. We have the IS-2 hitting the field, however. This is not good for Cyanara. Cyanara, I don't know how to pronounce it still. Captain's being forced off way too close to the front. Those things are easily defused since the gun provides no cover at all. One of the Panzer Fusiliers moving on to the cutoff tower. Mortar is still not doing its job. Maybe a Maxim or two would be better. IS-2, however, will solve this problem. Nearly kills 3 members. Does not have its just being upgraded yet. The rifle grenade bounces off. Missed from the IS-2. Could try to probably move it down further since it is on an incline. IS-2 is deciding to chase. Second bounces off. Engineers will get this KV-8 going, he'll be able to flank the Riketan and probably burn it. Jagdpanzer's moving up. It doesn't not have its support. Could get AT grenaded here. No, we actually don't have AT grenades for a Soviet yet. AT gun fires, penetrates, so does the IS-2. Jagdpanzer's being forced back. Grenade goes off, kills 3 conscripts. This gun needs to get out from the front. Riketan gets immediately flamed. This gun's all for the IS-2. I don't know what those Panzer Fusiliers are doing. IS-2 misses though. This gun moving up. KV-8 is also in position to support. Kills 3 Stern Pioneers. Need to pull all those units out. But they have a penetrating hit on the IS-2. Get immediately back in action when the combat engineers get here though.
Our points have fallen to 300.
Should probably be used to be capping the munitions, however. Jagdpanzer will fire on KV-8. KV-8 moving up. Probably not where it wants to be though. Engine damage from the rifle grenade, needs to get out. Well, he's in way too deep. And the fact he didn't have any support whatsoever. But this gun will force away the Jagdpanzer. Another engine damage from the IS-2. These rifle grenades are getting a lot of lucky penetrating hits. Folks are trying to pursue this KV-8. We may actually lose it since the KV-8 is not that fast with the damaged engine. Get in range, and they will take out the tank.
Another vehicle has been lost.
Jagdpanzer's trying to pursue. I don't know why he's doing that. Shouldn't be using something like that at all. They'll probably lose it since he's being shot by this gun. That was a waste of a tank.
More of our troops have been lost.
German Pioneers recruiting his this gun. He probably moved the gun. IS-2 probably could have come around the corner and cleared it immediately. Yeah, we're catching for our Soviets. Panzer Fusiliers will force away this conscript squad, however. No Molotov going off. IS-2 firing. Could have been a big hit if it was slightly closer to the right. Hey, well, the shot, that is, not the tank itself. We have a Vet 5 Panzer Fusilier squad, however. Going on a run out of combat. While the Panzer Fusilier is moving up. Need to start capping the VPs, though. So VPs have even out 276 and 271. This gun needs to get out of there. Way too close to the front.
We are losing territory.
This gun gets decrewed. Folks are going to recruit though. Panzer Fusiliers, Vet 5 are forced off. Drop troops still only Vet 1. Turbiners at Vet 5. We'll probably be focusing on missile troops though. This gun needs to move back. Good to see a grenade go off. Grenade will miss though. This is not where these shot troops want to be. They're fighting the entire OKW at their strong point. Or most of the OKW.
We are as ready as we can be.
Still, what Cyanara is going to do against the IS-2, I think he's actually saving for the InkyDinky, something that you usually don't see at all in 1v1s.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Especially with those changes where it can only fire through obstacles for a set amount of time, rather than all it being an innate ability. IS-2 will fire. Kills 2 models of squad, forces them up. Stern pilots should probably get out of there. They should not be trying to salvage in combat. You know, this is Vet 5 Stern Pioneer squad. Now he's got nothing to repair at all. Still hasn't deployed another truck. Like we're still saving the Tiger. We do have a lot of manpower afloat. Doesn't have the field yet though. Molotov goes off. Grenade goes off. Could see a wipe on the conscripts. Seems like the conscripts may get out there. Conscripts will make it out. The Panzer Fusiliers need to pull back. Our squad's moving to engage these conscripts. Conscripts in the center VP decapping. Taking significant damage though since they're in the open. Flame engineers moving up. Getting nice bursts on these folks. Getting all the models, I think. But significant health damage. Needs to pull out there though. Could lose the squad on retreat. But they do get out there. IS-2's back in action and they fire. This is the first shot. Just gun penetrates. Conscript trying to hold behind green cover. Conscript being forced up, but they do decap the munitions. Cyanara does have all his munition upgrades for his Panzer Fusiliers. They all have G43s now, and he does have one Volkshrek.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Mortar has almost hit that one. Only 2 kills, however. IS-2 misses. Buzz moving in. Octa uses Stitch killing them. Gets the wreck instead. Forces them off though. Besides being relatively safe with the tank, despite the fact there's no other armor and there's only one Ziskan for AT that the IS-2 could probably easily take on, but the InkyDinky has hit the field. Something you usually don't see all the time. Well, stuff you usually don't see at all in 1v1s. But he does not have the munitions to shoot through obstacles currently. 90 munitions. He's not that one to use it as a lighter, well, a heavy artillery unit. 40 munitions. These Panzer Fusiliers are likely going to lose. These are on the move. Should pull that squad out. Nice, 2 causing some serious damage. Almost less than halfway to that 2. Alright, so quite a lot of squads. So the player's still going strong. Now Tiger is in position, however. I'm not sure he managed to see it
Enemy
yet,
is
though.
encroaching on our territory.
Which makes me why he's backing out the IS-2. Shock troops moving in. We'll force away these Panzer Fusiliers. stop the squad though, so they get their full accuracy and burst. And Garza now spots the Ag Tiger, which is now reversing. Good Cyanara IS2. But I don't think there's a top gap for that now. All the reinforcement going on. IS2 immediately kills the members of the squad. The Ag Tiger fires however. Significant damage on the IS2, which is forced out. OKW still has quite a bit of his own pocket. No one could attempt to establish a mechanized truck to give him additional resources when he needs them. Will also allow him to repair his Yag Tiger since he lost his Stern Pioneers. Panzer Fusiliers moving up. They should not be charging over open ground. They're taking way too damage. Despite the fact they're Vet 5, they're not invincible at all. Folks moving on to the VP. No demo charges this time though. Conscript should be able to force these Volks off, despite the fact that Vet 5. Grenade goes off though. Good dodge from our Soviet player. Folks will likely lose this. As the Shrek gets a really lucky snipe. Folks on 2 need to get out of there. Off they go, back to base. The Panzer Fusilier did manage to force away these conscripts, but they have taken significant casualties. Vet 3 conscripts in the number. Mortar is now Vet 1. Another engineer squad up for InkyDinky, and he's got a minesweeper. Surprising, despite the fact he knows he's wiped the Stern Pioneers, and we haven't seen much in the way of shoe mines since they've all gone to the Panzer Fusiliers. Another squad of Panzer Fusiliers. Not sure he really needs it. And he does need more infantry to fight all this, but I'd say he should probably get Stern Pioneers just so he has some sort of repair. And also allow him to protect his units from chargers like the shock troops. Good hit from the Ag Tiger though, and someone actually manages to kill 2 models. IS2 is here out. Causing significant health damage. At this rate, the vehicle will be at Vet 2 soon enough. There's now 40 infantry kills. IS2 moving up, we'll see the Zis gun. Ag Tiger's attempting to rotate. Our IS2 is flanking the gun. Top bounces off. Incendiary on medical truck needs to start moving those units. Ag Tiger fires. Vet 2 IS2 hour. Not managed to clear this gun, but the flames will. Drop this behind cover. That will not be able to fight that at short range at all. Probably stay out of the open as well. Grenade goes off. Shock troops immediately retreat though. Could have probably kept them there a bit longer. We do have another demo charge in the south. More conscripts moving up. 4 man against full 5 man boat squad. Molotov going off, but I don't think these conscripts will be able to win. Though a good hit with the Molotov that kills quite a few members, and both squads seem to be getting forced off. More conscripts moving up. Down to 198 VPs for OKW versus 237 for our Soviet.
Incendiary artillery is now available.
Panzer Fusiliers will be able to clear these conscripts. Conscripts, if they're pulling out, should be able to make it back to base.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Engineers moving to repair the IS-2. More reinforcement going for our OKW player, but it has been draining him manpower throughout the entire game. Panzer Fusiliers are in cover. Should be able to do significant damage on these conscripts. May see a Molotov though. We have a grenade going off at Panzer Fusilier. Does only health damage. I think it was due to the green cover of the crater. These Panzer Fusiliers should not be charging across open ground. But he's trying to defend his VP, but he's taking significant damage. And the squad is Vet 3, and shots are now moving up. These kinds of Fusiliers will be forced to fall back. Fusilier is forcing off the shocks though. There's this guy we're catching for a Soviet in terms of AT along with his IS-2, which is Vet 2. Panzer Fusiliers recapturing their right hand side VP.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Anti-Tiger fires. IS-2's immediately falling back. Catching does fire and causes cruise shock. Nice penetrating hit. This guy misses. Crew dazed. Grenade going off on the weapon team. They may be able to clear it. Shrek gets a nice snipe. They will be able to reclaim their catching weapon. IS-2 moving on the flank tower. Killed quite a few Panzer Fusiliers. Squad barely makes it back to base. We need a more mobile AT to deal with this IS-2 since the InkyDinky only covers a certain radius and it's not particularly quick to relocate. Especially when combined with pathing issues. Panzer Fusiliers running into all these conscripts. Not going to be good at all, but grenade goes off. InkyDinky's moving up to engage. There are no mines on the road. InkyDinky doesn't seem to have line of sight. IS-2 will get behind the bushes. IS-2 causing more damage. This guy should probably fall back. Does not want to give the Soviet back his AT weapons. Don't have enough manpower to reinforce all these Panzer Fusiliers who've been taking heavy casualties, and seeing the artillery going down on the truck. AT grenade goes off from the InkyDinky. Not killing him. Does not damage its engine though. No casualties on the flame, but we'll probably lose all the medics around the truck. Should be like healing. AT firing on the IS-2, forcing it back. I'm surprised these medics did not catch on fire. Either they have something new to AoE or flame. I don't know about. Those are some pretty resilient medics. Just gunfire on the flank of the InkyDinky. Shock's moving in to force away all these Panzer Fusiliers, as well as the anti-tank. Captain's retreating. More Panzer Fusiliers moving up to stop this though. IS-2 is moving up high. Crew dazed from resist on the InkyDinky. Running just right into the shot and taking heavy casualties, and now the IS-2. The InkyDinky fires, now that one. Now be used as artillery. Flamethrower gun off an anti-tank gun, should probably move those back. Those Fusiliers to start shooting the NGs. The OKW will be triple cap shortly if he does not get his engines off the center VP, which he does. 155 VPs to 218. Constantly harassing though. Taking munition point. Still haven't taken the field though. I don't know why these Panzer Fusiliers are running across the road. They're taking significant more damage than they should be. Chasing after this gun though. Guys, 2 hours here to respond. We got a collective field for our Soviet player. You can buy anything you want, so even if he loses this, he can just immediately get another one once he gets some manpower. The InkyDinky's out of position.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
All these conscripts will force them on. Could see a squad wipe on the Vet 5. And another demo charge going off takes out the last remaining Volk squad. He really needs storm piles up here, if just not for the sake of repairs. And only now he's getting his mechanized headquarters. AT period goes up and he bounces off the egg tire, but every hit's counting since there's nothing the OKW player can do to repair this. Conscripts moving into the center. This catching will be immediately decrewed after he's got his constructor sandbags. Well, now I get to pretty backdoor the sandbags if they wanted to. Got significant damage on the Panzer Fusiliers, who are just standing in the open, but so are the Conquerors, even though they have craters behind them. Panzer Fusiliers forced off once again. More drain on the manpower. Shock troops are now moving on to the truck. Could see a nice grenade. While Panzer Fusiliers are moving back. Ag Tiger's pushing soldiers towards it. The shot tower. This gun's been stolen. Ag Tiger's getting shot at. This is cool. Lose 3 models. Shock troops also causes significant damage fighting at short range. Ag Tiger's just eating shots that it shouldn't be. We can't afford to lose it. Crew dazed. This gun is the crew. Barrage going off on the Panzer Fusiliers near the truck.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Panzer IS-2 is back. They see a squad wipe from this barrage. Almost wipes out the squad. IS-2 moving up.
75 points remaining. You appear suited for command.
This gun firing will probably take out the Yak Tiger. Crew days though. The Ag Tiger's been knocked out by the AT gun. Trucks will immediately fall, and this is pretty much it for Zion. You know, it's 2 squads and there's nothing left for him. It's this much or so. Using there's even another IS-2 in the field.
The enemy has only 50 points remaining.
Cyanara's confident. Truck destroyed. And Peter is ready for the last stand. They're getting ripped apart by the base gun.
Another IS-2 heavy tank is
This
ready
friendly
for
back to
deployment.
2 players. And the OKW player surrenders, leaving victory in our Soviets. Well, everyone, a good game between those 2 players, and this is Mirage Fla signing off.